Hello everybody and welcome to another video. This time we are going to unlock Vector, who was just added to the gate. What do we need to do? We, of course, need to win 3 duels against him at level 30. We summon number 39 Utopia against him. We get a comeback victory. We activate 2 spells in 1 duel against him. And we collect a total of 3 dark monsters. So that is pretty simple if we use Yuma to do all of this. So anyways, let's hop on into this. And this is against him at level 10, and I'm going for all of the non-collecting card missions and also the level 30 missions I don't do here, of course, obviously, because this is against him at level 10. So I want to get a comeback victory, I want to activate 2 spell cards in 1 duel against him, and I also want to summon a number 39 Utopia, which is pretty straightforward and simple, because we have done this before. My basic idea here is that I use my spell card Hieroglyph Lithograph, which takes 1000 of my life points, of course, like always, and it happens to be a spell card. So if I get 2 of these, or 1 copy of my Swords of Revealing Light that I have, that I can also activate, and make sure that my life points are lower than his, I can get the comeback victory and the 2 spell cards in 1 duel easily. Also, since number 39 Utopia is a generic rank 4 monster, I just need 2 level 4 monsters on my field and can overlay them into Utopia. So this is easy and straightforward. And since this all happens at stage 6 or later, you already know how to summon number 39 Utopia, because you had to do this for missions in between stages 1 to 5 already. So yeah, none of this is too difficult or too complicated, and when it comes to comeback or low life point missions, I always like to depend on Hieroglyph Lithograph, which I got from normal card tickets, like usual. And with that, we could actually finish him off. However, I am still waiting on my second spell card in this duel, which I am going to draw now, thanks to him showing me. And with that said, I can now finish him off. Now I'm playing stuff like Angel Trumpeter and my Synchro monsters here, Stardust Spark Dragon and Stardust Dragon and so on. And you may not have those, but honestly it doesn't really matter, because you could just play any other cards. And that was the duel against him at level 10. Now we need to beat him 3 times at level 30. However, I didn't want to deal with that, I didn't bother, so I just auto-dueled him 3 times at the gate. You know, recently they added the function of being able to auto-duel your regular gate characters up to 10 times per day, and each morning this is reset, this number. And yeah, I just used 3 of those 10 to make me auto-duel him instead of me actually dueling him, so that I didn't have to deal with it. And this here is a replay of the final duel that I had here, the final auto-duel, which is pretty straightforward, and some misplays happened, but whatever, I don't care. He was apparently an easy opponent, and that means we got this. I personally had hoped to get Dark Attribute monsters after duels in the duel assessment screen. However, in none of these it actually happens, so I'm just going to the card trader, filtering by Dark Attribute monsters and picking the one that is the cheapest, which is this guy probably. And you could also use card tickets or get any other of these dark monsters or go into card packs or do whatever you want to get your hands on 3 dark attribute monsters. And that was the final mission we had to accomplish to unlock Vector. And that honestly was not a really hard unlock, and it didn't take that long. It's just, yeah, stuff you needed to do. And just like with all the other Barian Emperors, you have to duel him 3 times at level 30, and I feel that it's a little excessive, but it is what it is, and Konami does what Konami does, apparently. Anyways, with that said, we can now go to the card trader, because alongside Vector, 2 of his skills were added as well, and 1 for Yuma, but that doesn't count for this video. So the 2 Barian Battle Morphs, we just get these here, and I don't need those and I'm not going to use them. However, I like to show them when they are added with a character at the same time, so that you watching know where to find these skills if you actually want to do this, want to use the skill eventually. And that's it already. Now you can play with Vector. Thank you so much for watching.